small little handful of them which are considered the best. Right now it's Silencer, Wyvern, Undying, Phoenix, maybe you could say. And then they just seem so much more impactful than everything else, and then something new will come in because the top ones get nerfed, the other ones get buffed. It used to be, Warlock, Witch Doctor all the time, these heals.
I like this from Lithium because this is, I believe, again in the series against Liquid, this was like, Darkseer, right? It's Darkseer. No one plays Darkseer at the moment. This hero is nobody wants to touch it, apart from Kezu. He will, and he did win with it. It is a hero that he believed in, and a hero that in his hands I do trust. I don't trust it in many other players' hands, but in Kezu's hands, I know he's got a plan, he's got an idea. It worked out for them in the game in the major qualifiers. Could it work out for them here? I like that he's sort of sticking to the... As I said, this is Kezu. He's got an idea, he's got a plan. It's very different to sort of any other captain would have of the game at the moment. This worked for him before, and depending on how they lane this... I mean, do you think they'll do like Darkseer or Weaver?
Big question is, is it dual lane? I don't think so.
Yeah, you don't think...
Well, Weaver's going to be Madara's here. I think the question is, where is Tiny going? Is he a support?
Yeah, because this is... Kezu's playing the Darkseer full stop.
Yep.
So, Tiny...
MNT's plays him. It is flexible.
Yeah.
It's also a mid, but...
I think at the moment, MNT.
Yeah, probably see some forward position. Here you can kind of chuck the Iron Shell. It's not great at running at people, but we'll leave him down there with the old Doxy for now. Could see some trialing action. Toss people in towers, put him up there with the two supports, deal with the strong dual lane as they get a Necrophos.
Right, so obviously, Necrophos, Witch Doctor Shake, a lot of magical burst. Makes the life of Weaver pretty tricky until Weaver gets that BKB or Lincoln's. And as always, extra magical burst with the Maledict is going to be a nice way to take down some of the tankier heroes like Tiny with that large HP, and Darkseer as well. Darkseer, of course, likely to build that hype, build the pipe for the team.
I wonder where Necro is. Is that a Miracle Mid hero? Maybe an Iron Man hero? That seems like a hero a support player would play.
That seems Iron Man-y to me.
Iron Man and Kuro, both supports, and I think Necro is the kind of hero that, it's like in your wheelhouse. Just because I think the way it plays out is not too difficult just to pick up if you haven't played the hero in a while. So, last man on to Lina. Targeting some of the mids.
Yeah, I think that is most likely, isn't it? The two mid matchups to last.
And Necrophos actually against Darkseer, that makes a lot of sense. Having a hero with some sustain, you're often forced to last hit under tower with the Iron Shell, shoving out the lane. Necro has that built-in health regen from his passive, and they get Monkey King. Okay. Miracle does like playing Monkey King, so
he does.
This is quite likely a hero in his hands, but what lane is the question? Don't know, Monkey King versus Darkseer is not quite the melee matchup you want.
He's going to be able to sort of get himself away with the Surge. It's hard to get the stacks up. He's got the Iron Shell as well, so those early levels, the lifesteal from the Jingu Mastery, not really enough to sort of offset the damage of, like double Iron Shell and a couple of creeps.
I don't think there's an obvious lane right off the get-go, and even getting the Jingu, because Darkseer can just sit back while the Iron Shell's there.
Yeah, it's not these. Maybe they're thinking that the Tiny's mid, and he wants sort of that MK versus Tiny matchup, but as we say, the Tiny is not going to be mid, and we're right.
I think you can't really send Monkey mid versus Tinker, so I'm going to say...
Okay. I think
Necro's going there, I guess.
I don't know.
Or even Nature's Prophet goes there.
I think Liquid were assuming Tiny was mid. They didn't consider the fact that he wasn't, and now they maybe have a bit of an awkward matchup in that lane.
Yeah. So Tinker comes out as the last pick. Haven't seen a Tinker today. Thought we'd see some in SEA. Kept getting banned, but good to see Tinker make an appearance, and should be a fun one.
So... looking at these two lineups, what do we reckon? Honestly, if I was going purely by the drafts, I think I would favour Lithium here. I like the Tinker pick. I think the Monkey King is going to have a bit of an awkward time this game. There's pretty much for all three cores, and not sort of the dream cores for Monkey King to try and beat upon at the early stages. But overall, I do think Liquid are back on something today. I think they are playing to win. There is no sort of signs of messing around. So I'm going to have to go with Liquid. But as I say, I do like the draft of Lithium.
Okay. Covering your bases. That sounds like you're kind of sitting on the fence there.
I'm saying Liquid's going to win.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, kudos to Lithium. I like your idea, but I think you'll still lose.
Yeah, I think the Darkseer is kind of an untested, unproven hero. A bit for me, I see it every now and then, but not sold on what it brings to the table. Tinker, pretty good Tinker game overall, but yeah, I'm going to go Liquid as well.
Yeah.
I'll probably be wrong again. All 3 Liquid games so far have yet to predict correctly, so don't really seem to understand Liquid very well.
No, I mean, as I said, it was a bit of a different Liquid that we've seen today, but hey, that could all change in game 2. As I said, I'm pretty sure it was the Darkseid game. It was game 2 or game 3 that Kez, I think it was the last game that actually knocked them out, knocked Liquid out, when Kezi brought out the Darkseid pick, and as I said, he had a great game on it. It's an impressive hero. It was the game where Miracle played Morphling, and Kezu, I remember, got pretty late game. He had sort of like the double walls, and he was able to use that Miracle's Morphling wall illusion to just destroy Morphling.
We'll see here, it is Kuro on the support still. RMN playing the Necro, as we kind of expected, and Miracle on his beloved Monkey King.
Hey, let's check out these win rates of Mage. How's it think? Have you got his page up?
We've been picking on Mage all tournament long. I guess why stop now, you know?
It's good fun. Yeah, well, we like to see the win rate.
Oh, Tinker's his third
most played hero.
59%.
That's pretty good.
See, the thing is, everything other than Invoker in his top 10 most played, he's 50 or above. He has one hero. He's
but what about a Crop?
Crop? Yeah, it's 50. Oh, okay.
Well, what's the Crop win rate?
The Crop's, it's a bit below 50.
Oh, good.
Just kidding. No. Everything else is. Win Ranger, he's played 322 games of.
Oh!
And at 50% win rate.
For the memes.
For the memes. Although he's one half, so 50-50 Win Ranger player. Yeah, his Ember didn't get the win last game, even though he's played a lot of it. His Tinker, he's played even more of 509 games, so definitely a Tinker player.
Oh, there goes the Monkey King.
Monkey is going to be going mid. I thought they might swap up the roles here. He's also riding down mid. Is this an NA pub? What, can we check? Can we check what server we're on? No.
Let's see.
Begins.
Well, here we go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 of Liquid versus Lithium. Liquid, one game away from knocking Lithium out of the competition, getting revenge for Lithium being the ones to knock them out of the major qualifiers. Can Lithium pull out that similar sort of magic with the Kezi Darkseer that they were able to in the major qualifiers?
Yeah, they're lane swapping. They really want this Darkseer against Nature's Prophet. And this thing we keep seeing a bit of is these offlaners just sniping range creeps from behind the wave.
Secure 'em?
Exactly, secure them. You don't want to, because of the creep equilibrium tricks where you can draw aggro onto the range creep. It's much easier to deny range creeps than any other creep.
I like this decision. Put Kuro in the mid lane, so suddenly you're not leaving the Monkey King 1v1.
Level 1 boundless strike, and I like that decision because you're not getting Jingo against Tinker when he's lasering you, and he's going to mess with your last hit, so use boundless strike just to get farm here. May as well.
That's Kuro.
Yeah, got a Fisher here with the block. This is going to be a tough situation for MNT to get out of. They have another cast, but it looks like MNT should be able to get out of it. He's got boots, so he's fine.
Just keeping that sort of the whole mid lane a bit of a safe space for Miracle. GH and Kuro, babysitting a search top lane. Oh, man.
Very low. Does Fairy Fire his way out of there. There's a salve as well. Cane Curse damage really kicking in. That's a lot of health regen used early on, and he's only got 3 CS to show for it.
So as you're saying, so with this bottom lane, how do you expect that to go, the Darkseid Prophet?
Darkseid can deal with the trains just fine. Both heroes should farm okay. We're going to see Prophet. He's got 6 denies, and that's how you beat the Darkseid, is just denying lots. And I think partly why the hero isn't considered too strong or like a super popular pick is because the laning stage, these denies, if you're forced to just leave Iron Shell on the wave and sit back with your hero, you're not really securing the last hits all too well. Monkey, though, securing a lot of last hits here in the mid lane. Just using another boundless strike to get these range creeps. But yeah, mind control, Blightstone, do what harass he can. Both heroes, as I said, kind of should farm pretty well with Nature's Prophet having even a bit of an edge. They rotate. They wanted this Darkseid versus Nature's Prophet, but it's not going to be a instant lane win by any means.
Radiant are
GH, yeah. So you can get the angle on that.
He knows he's there,
yeah, Mage is aware.
He knows if he gets the block on the ramp that Monkey King can kill him, even with the laser there. You can chase him down potentially. Particularly if he sees like an early boots or something on the Monkey King to get that movement speed advantage. Oh man, we're getting very low here. Definitely showing some signs of struggle here in this top lane. The two support players, Ironman and Kuro, laning up here together. One of them, though, playing the core role. Looks like they did end up going for the fissure block into a body block.
Very nicely done by GH. Sets up for the first blood for Miracle.
Very nice indeed.
As Mage, we didn't know he was there, but it's always tricky because it's sort of a game of patience.
Yeah.
How long is that Shaker going to sit around for? How long can you afford to sort of sit in a position where you're not finding anything from the middle lane?
Absolutely. Top lane, though, continuing to go well for Lithium. They're really bullying Kuro and RMN. The cast turnaround, though, nicely played by the Liquid side. Finding fire with their own firepower. Kuro also just, go this heal build for the sustain. Not having the easiest time getting the last hits, and once he starts getting some of those, he will get that natural regen kicking in. But yeah, Monkey and Nature's Prophet really dominating.
Yeah. Double CS for Miracle in that mid lane because of the way they've been able to play it with GH.
Yep.
And Kuroki started taking the turns to look in onto Mage and keep the pressure on the Stinker.
Double damage as well. See if this is something they can use to find another kill. Shaker's again roaming on the mid lane. Miracle's probably going to go for these last hits first, but nope, he sees how far up he is, and another fissure block. This time he's not... Oh, he initially runs the opposite way, but again, GH is there for the body block.
Causing so many issues for the Stinker. Miracle and GH as a pair are making Mage's life absolute hell.
Yeah. This feels much more like Liquid. Kuro securing the safe lane and making sure things go at least okay there, and then GH roaming around, creating havoc, securing Miracle a fantastic game. 2 games in a row now we've seen him just win mid lane and set Miracle up for success. Still getting value out of that TP. Gets another boundless strike off for some bonus damage.
Modern mind control.
Yeah, wants the bounty room, but...
Oh, getting bursted.
Nope, gets brought down the tree grab.
Look at the 1-for-1. Kezi goes down. So the microphone MNT. It's got some iron shell and still should be able to chase down GH. As there we have it. MNT, the true winner there out of that trade, gets a double kill.
Ooh, top lane, they get some kills as well. Bounty rune will be claimed by MNT, so it's, they swing it back. Gets the bottle as well to make sure he can get some extra charges, stay on the map a bit longer.
Good stuff there from the side lanes.
Yeah. Ooh, 2 points in Ghost Shot. That's not your everyday Necro build. I mean, the 2-2-0 build, but feeling like he needs that extra duration of physical damage immunity. Definitely has been a tough lane for him, but feels like being put in this place where you're just not doing that hard stop aura damage does make the lane just even easier for the Weaver and Silencer, who have put a ton of pressure on him. Necro, though, is still relatively even in CS. Has not died himself, but has had to chew through a lot of regen.
Two-level difference here between the two mids. MNT in position, though, just to try and stop those sort of similar plays coming out from GH's top lane. Diving in again. Current RMN falling very low. Madara getting stunned underneath the tower. He will get that kill. And he'll get away as well as he cuts himself with the trees. RMN, he may just die also. And he does. Madara getting the double kill.
Yeah, they kept the kill. Ooh,
they just wrapped mind control.
He's got one. Can he get 2? I think he's got it. Kept the bug on him a bit long. Needed to get rid of that. The Necro. They killed the Witch Doctor one, but not the Necro bug, and he should have probably just focused that before trying to kill the Weaver. Either way, the outcome is still not too bad for Liquid, considering how well Mind Control's doing. The Necro doesn't need to be having a fantastic game to kind of carry this one or anything. Miracle's crushing mid, and did get another fissure, not blocking off the lane though.
Ooh. Goes for the stun after the laser's been used. Can't quite get close enough for the final touch though.
Got life still though. He wants me.
I was gonna say, you gotta be careful where you toss that guy. He won't be able to get the hit off. Doesn't get any life steal. As MNT will keep Mage safe.
Nicely played. Good use of the haste rune, MNT. Keeping him safe, finding the kill, and he's likely got more. But haste rune wearing off. He doesn't want to risk it.
Oh, mind control came in.
Whoa, mind controls.
Oh, again, these Nature's Wraths. Perfect use of it every time to sort of get these kills in return. I mean, Mind Control's loving the fact that sort of You know, Lithium's diving it, well, getting the kills on his teammates because it's just allowing Mind Control to come up and clean up.
Quick pause coming out. Mind Control, yeah, off to a very hot start on this Nature's Prophet. It's going to be a big pest around the map.
I suppose Madara, of course, on his Weaver. Getting a lot from that top lane, those kills.
Yeah, the issue can become because Nature's Prophet's doing so well. You're going to see that fast Orchid, which means Weaver, doesn't matter how well you're doing, you're going to be forced into a fast BKB. Probably don't see like the Manta, but like a BKB or a Lincoln's, which is just not an item you want to be getting like early on. Rune is up top.
You can look for the body blocks here with the Treants.
Yeah. MT. Reaped and Harman, he's back. Ends the killing spree. Good chunk of gold.
Top lane, Miracles coming with the rotation. Looking to get those boundless strikes built up on Kip Peksu.
Well, blocks off Miracle and stops him getting the Jingu, which is...
We'll get it out. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Got the strikes built up.
He's still trying to juke in the trees while the Weaver scurries himself out of there, and we'll be back to safety. So no Madara kill. The Fisher was trying to prevent Madara from getting anything else out of there, but ultimately made it a bit more difficult for Miracle to get the kills. So how's Tinker doing? Very rough start for him, but
he can always climb back as long as he doesn't get too late of a timing on the bots.
Yep,
you're always going to be able to farm.
Sitting there idly a bit, has a toss combo coming his way. Maybe no toss immediately. MT holding on to it, tosses Darkseid forward, and with the Iron Shell damage, they know they can get that kill.
Yeah, it's a dangerous lane for him to be in. Those two will have no trouble killing the Necrophos each and every time, where it's just sort of gotten to a point where, you know, where does our main go? Each side lane, he's going to have a rough timing.
Yeah. Not really a hero that you want to be saying to the jungle or anything like that either. Doesn't particularly thrive there. Miracle treads Aquila, has an Echo Saber queued up, so go for those early fighting items. And uh-oh, Mage doesn't get blocked by the Treants. Mind Control surrounding him with the Sprout and doesn't quite get the block he wanted. And top lane Iron Man, well, you said where does he go? He goes top, and I don't know if this is an answer to the where do you go question.
Everywhere on the map is dangerous for Iron Man.
Okay.
Didn't have the Reaper's side. The balance trap will come out. The Starness is going to be there to stop the Primal Spring, but still he'll jump his way down. Shikuchi's back up though for Madara as he creates the distance between himself and Miracle. Bottom lane, GH. Not going to get there in time to stop MNT getting the bounty room. We'll be able to chop MNT, and MNT can't pick up another tree because he's already got one. So MNT will be stuck as Mind Control continues his reign on this game, getting another kill.
But things are swinging Lithium's way. It started off, you know, Liquid with the edge in their laning stage, but ever since they've killed this Necro a few more times and found these kills, it's not quite been going as well. And Monkey King, he's hoping for a kill here, it looks like, maybe with the Nature's Wrath from the high ground, but won't find anything. Monkey King's not really accelerating his farm all too well because he was doing great in the lane stage when he has these ganks coming in. Oh, Mage. Speaking of ganks, okay. That's a big streak to end if they can kill the Nature's Prophet.
Look at the drums, he's pretty speedy.
Very fast. No toss here if he wants to go for a TP, but doesn't do so. Sprout TP tosses back up, he gets him. The creep not working in Mind Control's favor here as Avalanche will finish him off, and Tinker nicely gets the last hit. That's a nice chunk of gold towards his Boots of Travel. Good punish.
Took a few resources, but yeah, absolutely worth it. Mind Control's the one worth the most at the moment on the map. Well, still, Mage, he is making that recovery. Despite that, you know, Liquid putting a lot of attention on that middle lane at the start, he's not in a terrible place at the moment on his Tinker.
Yeah, he's, I think, not happy, but at least okay with where he's at.
Yeah.
Say, unlike the Necrophos who had a rough start and continues to have a bit of a rough time. Good 600 gold difference between those two and their current net worth. Darkseid, what's his next move going to be? Just running back towards his jungle to Iron Shell up is tiny as GH could be in some trouble here.
Nice Jim. Quick toss back, putting GH underneath the tower, get a fish off. In fact, all that kind of set him up for the stun onto Mage.
Oh, I think it sounded good in theory, like let's feed our Tinker more kills so he can get his Boots of Travel. Oh wait, there's a Fury on.
Hi, he sort of, yeah, they set that up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for MNT, but as you say, they're good intentions.
That was probably called out, like, we're going to toss him into the tower. Tinker, you take the kill or something. But ultimately, yeah, Nature's Prophet just shows up. Mind Control's is playing some crazy aggressive style here. This is... I'm used to seeing his Nature's Prophet and the aggression, but this is, I feel like, a whole new level of it, where he's just willing to blindly TP behind the mid-tier 1 to try and find the Tinker. That's where Miracle continues to farm pretty well on the Monkey King, second in terms of net worth behind his teammates, so can't really complain about that if you're Liquid.
No.
Looking for action here.
Yeah.
Gonna find Paxi.
Yep.
Drops himself down. Takes one. They do get silenced, and that's going to allow Madara to turn and get one kill. He's got Kezu as well with the Iron Shell. Miracle, he needs help, and he needs it now. The wall's going to be dropped down. Miracle backing up. As Iron Man will be able to heal him a little bit, but the Sturdy Tailbait Smasher is running straight towards Miracle. Miracle's still alive for now. There's the Death Pulse. Will heal him. The Reaper's Scythe, not enough to kill Madara, as Madara gets himself away with the time lapse. Miracle will be able to kill off the creep, but falls very low.
Iron Man made a really nice body block there to stop the Hellbear charging forward and some of the other heroes. Plank tree through, not gonna find the Monkey King, but yeah, great body blocks and the Death Pulse really bailing Miracle out there of a tough spot. Not the biggest trade in the end, just some supports dying. Mind Control goes back to the farm, getting closer and closer to the Orchid. More runes coming MNT's way. This one could be something very useful for him.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower.
So,
Dire's
Kezu,
top tower
Helm,
is
Soul Ring, see what enemy goes for next, whether it's something like the mech,
Radiant's
pipe.
middle
Don't know if you,
tower is
not
under
really a
attack.
must-buy pipe kind of game, but still definitely useful against a lot of this damage. Tower's starting to fall, but here come Lithium.
And he goes for the quick combo, able to take down Kuroki. Liquid, can they still try and take this fight? Kezu's going to be sprouted up. Jump forward from Miracle with the Boundless Strike, finishes off the Darkseer. And they're on control. It's a big value kill. Madara, he should find it. The uphill miss.
All the uppy. Okay, he lands that one, and yeah, MNT's like, alright, I guess I'll take it. Heat-seeking missile was flying in, which would have got the kill, but I don't think MNT fully recognized that and didn't want to chance Mind Control juking them once again. Tiny actually halfway to his blink dagger already, hoping for a bounty rune, which is not going to be there and may get punished. Reaper's just coming back up. Not going to be enough, but he will get him post Reaper, so totally happy with that if you're Iron Man. Kill's a kill.
Yeah, and as you say, slows down the blink a little bit. On Tiny, knocking his money back a bit.
Yep.
But definitely a much closer game than game one, this one. This one looking like Lithium. Their sort of different approach, working out a million times better here. It's mid lane. Falling for this tier 1 tower. And they're going to drop a death ward down. Kuroki trying to push them back. Madara in the trees will be fine. And they get the tower. Same time Mind Control gets the trade. Be able to take a tier 1 tower as well.
There's Orchid coming up fast, and they'll start causing some problems. Darkseer may want to go for a Greaves against this. See what Weaver wants to get as an answer. And it's Tiny. Now back to farming, but could be in some trouble here.
Nice dodge of the avalanche there.
But that almost works against them as he immediately Calling Blades out, but they can still easily chase him down. Miracle getting another kill for his team with the Echo Saber up. He's got such good chase and ganking potential with the easy Jingu stacks. Has the Shadow Blade queued up next, which he's not too far from. And Blink Dagger status, Earthshaker is going to win the race there, beating the Tiny, although he is under farm compared to Tiny. He's just going for a much quicker progression towards it. Looks like he will opt for the pipe on Adacta. Nope, change it to a Lotus, so we'll see what ends up happening.
And well, Major's got that blink dagger on himself now on the Tinker, so his farm is going to continue to rise up and start to catch back up to Miracle's Monkey King.
Dire's top tower is under
Miracle, Shadowblade done, can continue to hunt for these sort of kills. They'll find Kuro.
See, caught wind of him being there. They immediately ping out a ward of his as well, so seems they have an idea of what's been going on. Yep, I'll de-ward that. Their ward was there first, so they saw it get planted, and then they saw the Witch Doctor go into those trees. So, bit of a surprisingly defensive ward from Lithium, but it pays off big time, getting a de-ward and a Witch Doctor kill. But I think it is one of those wards against heroes like Nature's Prophet you sometimes want to plant, because he's a hero that's going to go into places like that to put down deep wards. May get the 200 gold. No. Doesn't look like that'll be enough damage. Run, Wildwing, run. So Orchid about to be completed. And Rage, he's in. He's going for this kill and he should have it.
Yeah, they'll put the glove as well to make sure there's no return.
Yep. Right. It's good global, I think, even if Silencer ends up dying here. Could have maybe gone for the instant TP with the global. But ultimately, they get the much more important kill.
Yeah, getting this mind control.
Silencer does die for a while, but it's a Silencer without global, so he's alive. You know, he's not going to do anything crazy. 5 position dead for 60 seconds with your ulti on cooldown. Why not?
And it just makes it so much more manageable to be out on the map when, you know, there's not the threat of mind control coming in to be that pesky +1 anytime a member of Liquid tries to take you down.
We're going to see the same Weaver build straight into the BKB after the Dragon Lance. Just kind of a necessity against the Orchid of Nature's Prophet. And as much as it's not like an amazing build damage-wise or anything like that, it negates, you know, Nature's Prophet build. So Prophet invests 4k in this item, which suddenly can't be used to kill one of the heroes that you were building it against. So definitely a nice pickup. And Lithium maintain a small little lead here early on. Tinker going straight into the Aether Lens, wanting that extra bit of cast range. Pretty standard stuff.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So he gets their hands on these 20-minute runes as well, about to come up. Actually, there's still a very close game, a 2k lead. Now, as I said, the fact that the mage is really continuing to get back to the top on this Tinker, it is scary. You know, Tinker, one of those heroes that you sort of add these sort of setup heroes like the Tiny into the mix, and you find the pickoffs. Bottom lane, GH goes in with the slam, not quite enough damage to burst down Kezu, and with the vacuum down, they're going to lose both GH and RMN. Kezu gets himself out. Mage just go down, but Mind Control's also in trouble as they just have the favourable numbers here. Lithium taking the fight, a misread from Liquid, trying to commit there with the slam combo onto Kezu, who was just that little bit too beefy with the hood.
Yeah, they just went running in there, fighting under the march, and Kezu very, very tanky. If they had the Necro Reaper, his ultimate would have been a nice way to finish him off, and also likely keep the Necro alive longer. The fact that Necro can't find a kill, he can't also secure the kill, ends up really costing them there, and that was just still on cooldown because of that Silencer kill top. And that's where sometimes using a Reaper to just kill a like support hero and putting it on cooldown for 2 minutes is not really in your best interests. Miracle continuing to snowball, top of the net worth here with his Shadowblade Echo Saber. BKB queued up next. He's not a bad hero to be hunting down Tinkers. He can be flying over trees to try and scout Tinker if he's playing in those trees. If you do manage to get vision of him, you can use the Boundless Strike to stun him, then just jump on top. So BKB will just allow him to, you know, not get lasered and actually finish off those kind of kills.
But you know, this is the kind of reasons why I picked the Weaver for him. When he does sort of have this sort of start, it can become very tricky to deal with. 6-1 and 6 so far. He's had a great opening to the game. Top lane from Liquid, definitely the weakest. Kuroki and RMN did struggle with that Witch Doctor Necrophos duo lane. And they were trying to play the pressure from the Weaver and Silencer was very overwhelming. As Kuroki So be careful, the courier's going to be found. MNT takes it down. Cask is going to be popped out, but MNT quickly blinks to the side to avoid any further bounces. Turns around and tosses the tree the way of Kuroki and gets the kill.
Well, Liquid giving away quite a few kills in succession here. Be careful about this. Shaker's still hunting around with an Invis rune and Miracle next to him, but not finding anything right away. They're trying to play around that Observer ward, but Lithium have other ideas. They're happy to pressure mid. They've got this BKB. They're feeling fairly strong. Kezu, as we saw earlier, very hard to kill and bring down. He's incredibly tanky on the Darkseer, and yeah, they'll take the T2 tower. No contest.
Lithium very much on the right road, on the right track this game.
Yep.
There's always obviously the threat as the game goes on. Liquid, they've got mind control. That split push pressure can be there, but doing it against the Tinker is always going to be hard, as Mage has those many ways of keeping all the lanes pushed back away from his base.
Yeah, they definitely have answers to the split push, which is a good sign. It's still always hard to kind of push and end games with Tinker. It's one of those very volatile heroes. You don't really want to be good at defending high ground and clearing out waves and all that, but once you talk about pushing, he needs to be careful about how he approaches it. Putting down March to kind of secure a push can be a very risky thing to do if you're exposing yourself to a Shaker or a Monkey King initiation. Lithium just playing all across the map, all over lanes, and
Miracle jumps into this one.
Oh, Avalanche was slightly off the mark.
He's going to be able to walk off, but can they really keep him alive? That's the question. The vacuum, the wall, that'll kill him off. That's Miracle down, and with the BKB popped to Madara, he's going to move for more. 2 dead on Liquid. And make that 3 as well, surely, as Iron Man. He has the Ghost Shroud, but the magical burst from Mage and MNT is there. As Lithium really hitting hard in these team fights.
Yeah, you can see how badly Miracle needs that BKB. If he has it there, he can just pop it, turn and fight potentially. Until they get it, he's just going to get bursted down by a lot of this magic damage. The Tinker is just well and truly fully online here. GH is in position to go for a play here. He's making signs as if that's what he wants to do. He's going to have to guess. Oh, he's being scouted. The Courier, I believe, seeing him, and immediately they back off and run towards GH. That's so unfortunate. The Courier just happened to fly over.
GH,
oh, what? Okay, yeah, he's geeking out. I think that's a good call. Once they scout you, it's just so unlikely that it works. Your chance of success goes from like maybe 10% to 1%. It was already going to be hard because he had to kind of blindly guess the timing without vision in the Roche pit.
We'll see how much of sort of a game changer these BKBs is going to be for Liquid, as Mind Control and Miracle are getting very close to theirs. Should at least give them the chance to turn and allow Miracle to get the Jingu Mastery built up. Get a Wukong's command down without being worried about bursted too easily. Only really the Weaver and the Tiny that physical damage source in the game. Because still sort of provide a chance of taking down the Monkey King, but if it gets the Wukong's command out, has that extra armor, should have the chance to have a really good shot in the team fights.
No real way to kill him inside that if he's got BKB on. Tiny's not doing that much physical damage at this point, and I don't think we'll see it too soon. Even with the Echo Saber build up, it's not going to instantly give him that much physical damage. But Wukong's command and the Monkey King BKB, both things that Lithium are just going to have to kite around, and whenever they see that come out, kind of disengage a bit. Tinker's never going to want to be caught in it, period, so he's already on the outskirts. Weaver has that just Shikuchi to run around, so if they commit with that, you just kind of get out, use the surge, run away. Global back up. They want to try and force another fight. It's Liquid, though, doing the same. They're smoked up, flanking them in from behind.
Boundless, the Echo straight down. They look to immediately burst the Silence. The Silence has got to buy back so we can offer a global silence. The BKBs are out, but Miracle, he's falling low and he gets taken down. They've got the damage with Madara to find the Monkey King as he shoots forward, looks towards Mind Control. Mind Control's the River. Araman will get the Reaper sight out. Madara does for once, but he's got the Aegis. He's ready for round 2. Jump forward from Age with the dagger on the burst to pick up a triple kill. GH able to TP out, but the rest of Liquid getting outplayed and out-team fighted.
What a team fight from them. Yeah, they did use 2 buybacks there, but they're going to transition this into a high ground push. Lost the Aegis as well, but what a good fight. They're able to just bring down the Monkey King, who never ends up getting an ultimate there. It's kind of hard to get the wound. If you go charging in to start the fight, you don't really want to channel your ultimate because it just you just stand there sitting still looking kind of silly for a little bit and they walk out of it. And unfortunately, they use their entire Blink Echo Slam and their Monkey King initiation on a Silencer, who buys back in globals. No one is going to do that fight if you don't go on him. Global. He wasn't going to do anything else. So Silencer globaling from Fountain instead of the fight, not all too different. Obviously they don't know that he's going to insta buy back there, and GH is also hoping that that Echo catches more than one, but really just goes to highlight how well positioned Lithium were, recognizing, you know, a fight could break out any minute. Let's make sure our heroes are kind of split up. Radiant lose their courier. Looks like that was maybe mid lane with Mind Control. He's going to BKB of his own, but mid lane claimed. They will also claim the shrines now. Taking that one right away by the Roche Pit, the much more important shrine to take for the Radiant team.
This game looking harder and harder for Liquid. Their cause in terms of matchups starts to get tricky with this Weaver and Tinker being as big as they are.
Yeah, Weaver's a hard hero for Monkey King just to play against. You're not really ever going to keep him in the Wukongs. You don't really get to right-click him much in battles to get your Jingus. He's just going to kite you around. You get close to him, he scooches away, he starts right-clicking you again. Rinse, repeat. Let's see, Global Silence back up. Potentially could see Lithium ready to go again soon. Question is, can Liquid maybe punish some of those buybacks? If they do win a fight, that was both supports on the Radiant side using buybacks, but it's still just the supports.
There we go. Miracle trying to make a go onto MNT. MNT backing up. The Wukong's command to come out. Madara tries to come up with the BKB. They'll get themselves out of the Wukong's Peksu. Falling pretty low, but he's able to keep himself safe as Madara's found GH already on the back lines. Mage comes in, gets silenced, able to blink to the side. There's Kesu. The 3-man vacuum wall gets laid down. MNT comes in with a 3-man avalanche as Liquid have lost 3. The Reaper Scythe will kill off Tiny. Ironman trying to retreat, but the burst is too much from Mage. He gets used up in the air, surrounded by the 3 of them, as that's 4 dead, 5 dead on Liquid. A buyback comes through from Mind Control. We'll see what he's hoping to do with this one. It looks like he's just trying to get the runes for the team. But still, each and every one of these fights looking great. And as I said, Kezu on the Darks here, he can make the magic happen, and he certainly is this game. A lot of multi-vacuum walls. Just, yeah. I just like to look what he does when he plays good at. You know. Magnus ain't doing this, all right?
Forget heroes that were picked during TI. Darkseer, right? This guy, no one played him during TI. He's amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
This is what I'm talking about. He's just doing tenfolds more.
He's an amazing Darkseer. Probably one of the best in the world. He is so comfortable in this hero. Always has been, and great at making those big plays in team fights. Well, they could find themselves in a bit of a hole here, and they do not have climbing equipment.
It's gonna be rough. As Lithium on track to play their way into another chance here, into that game 3. As long as they don't slip up. In a similar position now to where Liquid were against them in game 1. You know, they have this lead. You can sort of see the road to victory. It's going to take a big sort of upset this moment for Liquid to really throw them off the track. As let's check out the win rates. Does Dota Plus like some Tinker? I think it does, 97%. And it does feel like that. There's a Tinker at the top of the net worth. There's a Weaver that, as we're saying, is going to be hard to deal with until sort of the right big hard lockdown items, you know, later on like the Scythe and such come out.
So Weaver with the Orchid Nullifier soon, so good luck staying alive against this. And if you happen to find the Monkey King, there's that now kill potential with the Nullifier preventing him from BKBing. Here come Liquid though, perhaps feeling like they have to be the ones making plays. Immediately, Kuro walks a bit too close and has his smoke popped though, so you may want to just hang back a bit. Don't quite think Lithium realized just what was going on there, even though Kuro's smoke was popped. So, back to the kind of status quo of this game, where Liquid forced to defend, forced to kind of stick together and hope for the best, while Lithium, you know, they're gonna just play around much more freely on the map. There's a nice ward here, scouting out a bit of what's going on, and it's being pinged, I think, recognizing that Liquid made a move out of the map. Yep, gets instantly dewarded. And Liquid kind of continuing to play fairly blind. Ward's in a ward in their own jungle. That's about all they have to show for this game right now. Down 14 kills and 13,000 gold.
It's top lane Liquid are grouped up in the jungle. The line's been drawn. As Liquid preparing for some sort of invasion of the jungle from Lithium. Miracle on the front lines. As they are sort of bang on that, they are coming around here, Lithium.
Yeah, the Radiant Vision is really good right now. Having that ward in the high ground and mid, it just gives so much info as to where Liquid might be. And the fact they see the other jungle.
There's a jump. MNC reveals himself. They'll eliminate Kuroki. Miracle, does he want to try and fight back against this? Drop the Wukong's command down. They're looking to try and burst down MNC. MNC will go down. He's out for 50. Buyback from Kuroki. As Liquid looking to throw everything they can as this fight, but the Nullifier is down onto RMN. He gets picked apart by Madara. And now Miracle. BKB about to wear off. He's got the Shadow Blade. But Kezi's there with the drag back, bringing Miracle back into the clutches of Mage. As Mage comes in with the dagger on and finishes off the Monkey King. Mind control as well, having to retreat. The sentry's down. Mage just picking apart hero after hero as he jumps forward with the Tinker, grabs the triple kill. As this game, it's feeling like it's close to over, Parker.
It is. They just can't quite execute their team fight on the Liquid side. The vision that Lithium are playing around and the way they're initiating is just so much better right now. Second fight in a row where GH just doesn't have an Echo Slam opportunity. The Wukong's command doesn't feel like a big threat. Monkey King, he pops his BKB after the Wukong's and he uses most of the duration just to kill a swarm bug that's on him because he can't move around the fight. He can't use his tree dance when that bug's on him. But then by the time he actually finishes off killing it, his BKB's wearing off and he has to run. His teammates have also been brought down. So really well executed team fight. Madara finding the Necrophos and Tinker, you know, just not getting caught. That's the big thing there. Tinker has to make sure he doesn't get jumped on by someone like a Shaker. And there we go. Second lane of Rax.
Oh, and Shaker in trouble. BKB's popped by Madara as he commits for the kill. Do get the boundless. And Madara's got the time lapse. Creep will be killed, so straight away Tinker's not going to be in there. Madara take a step forward to the face.
I think he thought he had Tinker coming in, but Miracle cleverly kills the creep that Tinker was TPing onto in between attacking Weaver. He's like, oh, I'll kill that. Oh, okay, I'll go back to killing Weaver. Bit of an unnecessary death for Madara, perhaps. But still a little bit ahead of himself with where this game's at. Not over yet.
I mean, it's close to it. What's the win rate now? Is it still 97 or has it gone any further? 99%.
That was probably 100 before that death. So, waiting for the Weaver to come back. Tinker continuing to farm. And take all the creeps and everything on the map. As for the rest of the team, plenty of item progression as well. You've got 10k net worth on your 4th position Tiny. And Liquid actually going to use the Weaver death to go for a Roshan here. Some of them are.
Oh, they got to get out of that.
Yeah,
there's the vacuum wall from Kezi dragging a couple of them back. And a Miracle starting to retreat. Mind control looks to try and commit with the Orchid, but Mage keeps coming in with the burst. Miracle heading forward. He's hunting Mage, but Mage again with the blink out will be fine.
They really wanted him, but Miracle just can't quite find him. one of those few games where maybe kind of
Mind control. It's got a BKB for this commitment, but Pexu, he's in this at the moment. They don't see him. Mage with the burst, nearly killing off Iron Man. He's got a death pulse. Again, the vacuum's there to Yules. Up into the sky, finding some time for Iron Man. The global silence comes out, and Mage bursts down Iron Man. Also finding mind control as well, as there's no escape for the Nature's Prophet. Pexu as well, finishing off GH in the middle lane. As once again, Liquid just throwing bodies at Lithium. Lithium, 44-23. Now they can head in towards the pit. There's a full Hex picked up.
being silenced.
He's
They
on
know
the
he's
tree.
here.
There's no way to get him down, and they can't see him. There's no vision upon him. 2 buybacks coming out from Liquid, as they really want to throw everything towards this Roshan fight. They do still have the Echo Slam, the Reaper's Scythe, and the Wukong's Command.
Well, Roshan still not being attempted by either team right away with those buybacks coming in. Liquid wanting to make sure that Lithium don't grab it immediately, but at some point with these top and mid lanes continuing to push in, the super creep's gonna really put all this pressure on Liquid that may just lead to Roshan being claimed anyways. Dara continuing to scout for Monkey King on the trees with the Swarm. One of the best tools they have at this point to try and locate Miracle.
Radiant are
Still just dying of the pit. They know they don't need to take that risk, Lithium.
Yep.
No need to be caught out around it.
Yeah, just happy to keep scouting the Roshan pit. Wait for a better opportunity where all the lanes are pushed out in the Liquid base, and then either go for Rosh themselves or try and smoke, take a fight. It might be a bit easier for them to just try and push out lanes and then smoke up. Try and find a nice hero grab before attempting Rosh. Their lineup isn't amazing at Roshing by any means, but it's also not terrible.
Mind control.
Yeah.
Getting the vision here, but he's walking. He's trying to start this fight off. He gets hexed straight away by Mage. Jump fall from MNC. He's got the avalanche. They're going to be able to chomp Miracle off the tree. Miracle gets burst down. That's the Monkey King gone. Kuroki tries to go for the death wall, but he gets cancelled by MNC with the toss up. A buyback from Mind Control coming into play, but Liquid, they've lost both the Witch Doctor and Monkey King. No buyback for them. Iron Man trying to run away, but Kez is hot on the case. Vacuums him up into the wall, onto the cliff, as Pexu picks up the double. 4 dead, and GG is called. Lithium will take down Liquid in game 2 and draw this series to a 3rd deciding matchup.
Same story so far we saw when they last met in the major qualifier. Liquid take game 1 and then Lithium bounce back.
Yeah,
That'll be on Liquid's mind a bit.
that Kezi Dark's here. As I said, you got to watch out for this boy. Some of his ideas work out beautifully, and that certainly was one. That whole game, the impact that the lanes, it